Well, hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's the 4th of July, about 5:20 p.m., and I am going to take a walk from my condo here in the Prompong area to Plonchit and head over to Billy's Smokehouse for a little 4th of July barbecue. I invited a couple of friends, but it was last minute. Everybody's busy tonight. So follow me along on this walk across Bangkok on this, a Thursday afternoon. And I haven't had barbecue in probably a month. I figure the 4th of July is as good a day as any. Billy's Smokehouse, I want to say I've never met the man, but I think he is an American from Northern California. I know he has a Stone IPA on tap and some outstanding barbecue. So yeah, I'm gonna walk up there. I don't miss many things about living in the US. I mean, friends and family, of course, but on days like the 4th of July or Christmas Day that are just business as usual in Bangkok, yeah, I miss hanging out on the sailboat with friends on the 4th. And I shouldn't say it that way. Of course, I miss things about my own country. We all do. If you're coming from Europe, the UK, Australia, we all love living here in Thailand, but there's certain things that are just familiar back home, and it is just a little unusual to be walking around on Christmas Day, say, here in Bangkok, and it's just another working day. Other than the Santa Claus at the mall, it's not a holiday or anything like that. I'm walking down Soi 26 here, and the traffic coming from Rama 4, heading to Sukhumvit. I personally love living in Bangkok. Many people don't like the big city. That's fine. I also love Thai food, and I love all kinds of food, Japanese food, Korean, and this is a great place to get all of that. But if your eating habits are a little tamer and you still want to move over here, don't worry about it. There's plenty of Western options. You're just gonna pay a higher price than eating more local. Let me try not to get hit here. But every once in a while, like tonight, heading out for some barbecue, not a problem. I'm sure my meal will be $15 US. So not every meal is gonna be Terminal 21 food court prices, and that's fine. And speaking of eating local, right there towards the top of Soi 26, Rung Rung Noodles, there's 3 locations right across the street from one another, but that particular newer location is larger, and I'm in there at least once a week. I think one week I was in there 4 times. It's 70 baht for a big old huge bowl of homemade pork noodles, big chunky pieces of meat. It's delicious. So I don't care if you're not really down with Thai food. If you eat meat, anybody could enjoy that pork noodles. Nothing fancy about it. And as far as spice, it's up to you. They just serve you the noodles, and it's up to you to throw the chilies on there. We're almost up to Sukhumvit. There are many Thai dishes that are going to come with maybe a bit of an intimidating name in Thai, of course, but basically it boils down to chicken and rice with an egg thrown on top, or fried pork in basil. It's all very basic stuff. Just a short walk from my condo up to Prompong, I think is 6 minutes. I don't know, I've never really timed it. But from here we are heading 3 stops. The next one is Asok, Nana, and then the Plonchit BTS is where you'll find Billy's Smokehouse. And as far as the distance, I have no idea. I could care less. I'll leave it to the 1 or 2 engineers in the crowd that will tell me exactly how far it is in kilometers, miles, feet, step, seconds. Myself, I'm just out for a walk. We're coming up to Soi 24 here at Sukhumvit. Prompong BTS is just above my head. Plenty of traffic in this area, but it's generally heading in the other direction, heading out of town. And this is a super popular chicken stand. You can see the line right under the Prompong BTS. Never had it. I've certainly had chicken 2 or 3 times a week. And we are walking past the Emporium Mall here on the left. And on the other side is the Quartier Mall. And above at the train station, there's a big, whatever you want to call it, like a patio courtyard in between the two malls. And they've also since built the skywalk up here. Then it'll walk you down where you see the IKEA sign. That's the third, the brand new, well, I guess it's going on a year old now, M-Sphere Mall. All three malls are now called the M District. Walking past Benchesiri Park, I think it's 11 acres, man-made water feature in the middle, running track all the way around, plenty of workout stations, free. I want to say, I know it closes at 10. Okay, it says it opens at 4:30 in the morning. Certified guide dogs only. We're going to continue down the way. Here's the plant lady. I'd buy a plant from her, but she's never around when I'm heading home. I got my one plant at IKEA. And just across the street from the park on the other side is Soi 33.5. I'll call it Pub Alley. You'll find Robin Hood, O'Shea's, Royal Oak, Laughing Tiger. It's a great little street. I spend a lot of time over there. O'Shea's is probably my go-to pub in town. So it's a nice, easy walk from my condo. Maybe it's not a coincidence I picked a condo in Phrom Phong. I always seem to be in this area. And that is where the skywalk goes into the new M-Sphere. And directly across the street, I have a bus in my way, but that is Soi 33 on the other side. Not to be confused with 33/1, where you'll find O'Shea's. I know Soi 33 has at least a dozen large condo options. And I'm coming up to Soi 22 on the left. Don't be confused with the odd and even. They don't match up. So 22 will be on the left, 33 on the other side. And the further you go down the line, I used to live en Newt on Soi 77. And directly across the street was Soi 50 on the even side. So I just ran inside the M-Sphere. They're having some kind of event. There's always something happening at these malls. This is just a Thursday night, and I'm not sure what it is. It says the best of daily beauty. And on the other side of the street, Soi 31, I was speaking with somebody in the comments today. Just, you can see it from here. Just down the way on the left is Bella Napoli. Really good Italian spot. One of my favorite pizzas in town, but just a short distance from that. And forgive me, I think it's Antonio's. It might be Antonia's. Another old school Italian place. And right next door to that is Ministry of Crab. Just across the street from Soi 22 is the El Toro Steakhouse. I think I had a steak sandwich there years ago. I haven't sat down for a steak. It's going to come at a price, but it will be top notch. And this is Soi 22, where you see the bus churning. A lot of tourists stay down Soi 22. There's a beautiful Marriott Marquis property. And these are all little beer bars on Soi 22. Fun street. One of my favorites is, yeah, don't be these guys. Don't step out in front of moving traffic. You will get hit. I don't know. A lot of tourists just come into town and they think it's cool to walk on those reds. That is not expected in this town. So don't be surprised if you get hit by a motorbike. That's going to be on you. I think I interrupted myself. Just down the way there, not even 50 feet on the right, is Buddy's Bar and Grill. And we're going to pass another Buddy's just up the way on Soi 20. These are some of my favorite little bars. Cheap drinking, good food. Making our way up to Soi 20 on the left. Soi 27 is on the other side of the street in the Carlton Hotel. Fun little street. I'm finding myself on Soi 20 often. There's the Deck restaurant down the way and the Sports Corner. It's just right there on the left. And here's one of my barber shops on the left, Never Say Cuts. Right next to another Buddy's location. We'll call this one Buddy Soi 20, although it's on Sukhumvit. but just 50 feet from the corner of Soi 20. Making our way down Soi 18 will be the next street, and the Lexus dealership on the corner. Soi 18 is another fun street. Plenty of little restaurants, a lot of trees. I'm just a sucker for these tree-lined sois. You can use this little stairway to safely get across Sukhumvit to the other side, and you're, I think, right about Soi 23. Yes, you are, and that's where you'll find Soi Cowboy, short distance up 23. Now we've made our way up to, this is Ratchada on the left, and it turns into a sukhumvit on the right. This is the Times Square of Bangkok. Terminal 21 straight across, but busy intersection. In fact, I'll go up there on the skywalk to give you a bird's eye view, but just taking a left on Ratchada, you'll find Benjikiti Park, just 3-minute walk down the way. And on the left here, just down where you see those food vendors, that is the entrance to Soi 16. So it's not really on Sukhumvit, it's on Ratchada. And to confuse matters, Ratchada, which is Ratchada Pisik, but they just call it Ratchada, continues down the way, and then it just turns into a sukhumvit on that section near Soi Cowboy. From Cowboy to Pechaburi, it's a sukhumvit. Same street though, it's just Ratchada. And this is looking down Sukhumvit in the direction I'm walking. This time of day, I could probably walk it quicker than sitting in a taxi. And this is looking in the direction of Ratchada Pisik, or just Ratchada. Looking down Ratchada, if you see that walk bridge going over the road, that will lead you directly into Benjikiti Park and the dog park area. And directly on the other side of the road, this is a sukhumvit. Cowboys on the right, Terminal 21 on the left. Straight ahead, at the end of the line, where you see those buildings, that will be Pechaburi and Makasan Station. You'll be able to catch the airport rail link. The easiest way, if you don't want to walk, is to go down below right there. I'm standing at the Asok BTS. Down underground is the Sukhumvit MRT, or the subway. You can go down the way, one stop to Pechaburi, and that's a little bit of a walk, but it is connected from Pechaburi to the airport rail link at the Makasan train station. And that's the very popular Terminal 21. You'll find Terminal 21s all over Thailand, but this one in Asok, it's probably expat central. And if you're looking for the Soi Cowboy red light district, right where you see that Aura Bangkok Clinic billboard, right below that, you'll notice the Soi Cowboy sign. It's a very short street, maybe 20 bars, but it's worth the peak. A lot of energy in that area. The Asok BTS and Sukhumvit MRT junction, probably one of the busiest in Bangkok. So come with patience if you're learning this new train system. 5 p.m. is probably not the time to try to figure it out. Come midday. If you're looking for a gym in the area, there's a 24-hour Jets Fitness right at the Asok BTS. And I'm not sure what it costs, but this Solaria Hotel, or Solaria, it's attached to the train station. Just below the train is Soi 14. You'll find the, I think it's called Sudam, or no, Suda, S-U-D-A. Great little, it's a cross between street food and a restaurant. Very affordable. And also taking a look down Soi 14, there are a ton of little 6- and 8-story buildings. They're gonna come at a price. This is about as central a downtown location as you're going to get. But 2 years ago, I saw some smaller one bedrooms, call them 32 square meter, for 22,000 baht. I don't know if they're 25 today, but that's not totally out of line. And across the street, that's Soi 19. You'll find the El Gaucho Steakhouse attached to Terminal 21 on the right. Although I don't know if there's an entrance. I think you have to go out and about. But if you go down 19, just a short distance on the left, you'll find one of my favorite Mexican spots, Charlie Brown's Mexicana. If you want to go top dollar with your hotel, here's the Sheraton Grand Sukhumvit, right across the street from Terminal 21. And right on the other side of the street is the beautiful Westin property. I know the Sheraton has a jazz club. My friend Stella's Secret Bar in Prompong, Soi 41. She's a member. I don't know what membership entails. Get some kind of a card maybe and discount on admission. I'm not sure. I've been in there one time. Kind of a cool jazz place. And this is, I think, the Times building on the left. I'm looking for a name. I know there's a pool hall down below here. Hustler's Sports Bar and Grill. I think they have at least 4 tables. Not sure what this building is called. For some reason I thought it was called the Times. Anyhow, Hustler's Sports Bar if you're into your pool. There's plenty of pool leagues around town. Soi 13 would probably be the first spot I sent you. I know there are, I'm trying to think of the names, 2 pool halls. They take their pool serious. Breakers. Coming up on Soi 12, if you take a left, you'll find a really popular restaurant called Cabbage and Condoms. Just a short walk down. There's another Cabbage and Condoms. They say it's in Pattaya, but it's more Prakanok Hills, in between Pattaya and Jomtien. And just to the left is Koreatown, which is really just a building, 4-story building. There's some excellent Korean food. And also, I don't know what they are, like Korean nightclubs. They seem to be like karaoke places. But this is right at Soi 12. Across the street from 12 is Soi 15. You'll find a Hooters. There's a second Hooters up on Soi 4 in the Nana area. Now this is Soi 10, one of my favorite streets in the area. Again, there is really no affordable section of Asulk. It's just, this is it, prime central. If you're looking for to save money, you need to jump on that train at Asulk and head down the way to Udamsuk and Bering, and that's where you're going to find your 6, 7, 8,000 baht apartments in Asulk, Soi 10. If you find anything under 20,000 baht, consider yourself lucky and lock down that deal. 40, 50, 60, over 100,000 baht is not uncommon for a huge size apartment in this Asulk area. But with all that being said, I know there are some older buildings down Soi 10. Nothing fancy, maybe 3-story kind of apartment buildings without an elevator. You might be able to get a 50, 60 square meter in there. I've seen them advertised. I looked at one 2 years ago, so who knows how much they've gone up since then. I looked at a 60 square meter. It was somewhere down Soi 10. It was, they were asking 21,000 and that was negotiable. So let's say I got it for 19. It was on the 3rd floor, so you had to walk up 6 flights of stair to get there, no elevator. But it's right in the heart of Asulk. If you're not taking the time to look around and you just walk into whatever fancy 8-story building on Soi 10, don't be surprised if they say 52,000 baht for a 35 square meter unit. The good thing about Soi 10 is it connects to Benjikiti Park. There's a little walkway. It's a bridge, and they were redoing it, but they should be done by now. Even during the construction, they had a temporary bridge to lead you straight into the park. So if you're going to move into town with a dog, try to find a place close to that Benjikiti Park. If you could find a building on Soi 10, that would be ideal if you like taking the dog to the park. That's Soi 13 in Margaritaville, just across the street. That's the street I was telling you with the 2 breakers. For whatever reason, they have 2 locations. There's a bunch of sports bars down that way. The Sportsman is probably where I'd send you to watch US NFL football. A good crowd gets together at 11 p.m. on whatever Sunday night to catch the games. And as we get to the start of Sukhumvit Soi 1 on the other side and Soi 2 on this side, of course things are going to match up. It's just the further you go down Sukhumvit that they go askew. And we're almost to Soi 8 here on the left, and another Buddy's Bar and Grill here on Sukhumvit at the top of 8. And just across the street is the very popular Soi 11. That is where you're going to find all your nightclubs and discos. If you're not really down with the red light district, yet you want to catch the feel of the city, the neon, all that kind of thing, head to Soi 11. There's a little bit of shenanigans going on down there, but nothing like Nana or Cowboy. It's more people going out to party. A lot of rooftop bars. A fun spot. I go to way down, you probably can't see it, way down at the end there. That building says Fraser Suites. That's a good little rooftop, although you can see they've added a roof. It's a kind of a plasticky roof, but it used to be open. That is a bar or rooftop called Above 11. That's a fun spot. But right below above 11 is another bar, the Golden Giraffe. Good little music spot. And Soi 8's also fun. I find myself on 8 often. Try to get across the street here. There's a good restaurant, Det 5 or Deet 5, DET 5. I love that spot. It's just down the way, a short distance on the left. Made my way up to the Nana BTS station. From Asok to Nana, it's a short distance. Some of the other stations like Prakanong to Anut, it's probably 3 times as far as Asok to Nana. And you can't really see it, but maybe you can catch some neon down the way. On the other side is Soi 7/1. That's a crazy little street, but it's the home to the Green Room Bar, one of my favorite spots in town. Really good music. And across the way, this is the Q House with 32 to 130 million baht apartments. So factor that in for your apartment budget. And we just walked past Soi 6. Not a lot up Soi 6, a couple of small hotels. It's just kind of a back entrance to get into the busy Soi 4 area. Now that's a crazy street with Nana Plaza, and don't complain if you stay anywhere on Soi 4 and people are yelling and screaming in the hallways and slamming doors all day and night. That's just that's the Las Vegas Strip of Bangkok. So that's on you if you're looking for a quiet hotel on Soi 4. It's just not going to happen. And it says the Embassy of Sweden. Many of these embassies are in just an office complex. I also passed a sign that said the Embassy of Sri Lanka. But they're not all huge compounds. I know there's a building across the street from the U.S. Embassy that it must host 15 different embassies. I always walk past this guy with a GoPro on his head. How you doing? Yeah. That's cool. I wonder if he has a channel, streaming Bangkok cop. And this is the Landmark Hotel. They've been working on this construction for some time, but I believe it's open. Classic hotel in the Nana area. Yeah, the hotel is still open. Across the street, we see the Wonderland. That's a dispensary. That's Sukhumvit Soi 5. This area 5. Over here, Soi 3/1, and a little bit of Soi 3 is considered Little Arabia. You'll find some amazing food in there. One of my favorite non-bread bakers is just a short distance up Soi 5 near the Foodland. How you doing? Yeah, I love that place. They still call it non-bread. I thought Arabic bread or something was different, but it's called non-bread on the menu. It is a little bit fusion in that area. You'll see Ethiopian food and Somalian food and on at one restaurant. We're almost up to Soi 4 on the left and Soi 3 on the right. You go down Soi 3 a short distance and you'll hit my hospital, Bumrungrad. Probably one of the finest hospitals in all of Southeast Asia. So looking down Soi 4, that's Nana Plaza, just 50 feet on the left. The morning night, stumble in. And on the other side of the street is Soi 3, where you see the Zenith building down on the left. That's where you'll find Bumrungrad right behind it. Just across the street at the top of Soi 3, right next to the Burger King, you'll find another Prime Burger location. One of my favorite burgers, I go to the one down in Phrom Phong in between Soi 27 and 25. I know there's another one up in Thong La. Bully's Bangkok, it's also pretty decent. I probably haven't had a meal in there in a couple of years, but I remember it being good. And another very popular hotel at the top of Soi 2, the JW Marriott. And a 5-minute walk down the end of Soi 2 is a Calvary Baptist Church. And just to the right is the Bangkok International Dental Hospital. That's where I've gone to the dentist a half dozen times now. Really great place. Now we're moving out of Nana into Phnom Chit. They have a VM Market, a McDonald's in this Phnom Chit Center. You'll find all the major banks. Of course, our headquarters are here in Bangkok. Crossing under the large tollway. Off to the right there, that's the toll booth. This area off to the left where the fence is used to be kind of an infamous after-hours party area. I think they just called it the Soi 2 or something. It's long gone. Here's the Q House building. right at the base of the Plon Chit BTS, so we're getting close. It's almost barbecue time. Right under the Plon Chit BTS is Soi Rum Rudi. You go off to the left at the very end of the street. I know you'll find a Catholic church. It says the Embassy of the Czech Republic and an Indonesian mosque. And also right in this area is the Novotel Hotel. I know they have an outdoor beer garden area here. And just a short distance up on the left, you'll find Wireless Road, U.S. Embassy, Vietnamese Embassy, probably a dozen others. On the right, that's the Plon Chit BTS. On the left, it's the Mahutan Plaza. That's your landmark, the Siam Pharmacy. Now, I filled a couple of prescriptions in there. I don't have many, but I had a doctor who gave me some statin. I'm kind of experimenting with it. I think I'm gonna stop, but he told me, don't fill it here at the hospital, which is what they want you to do. In fact, you see the doctor, then you go immediately to billing, you pay for your medication, and pick it up at the pharmacy 5 feet from billing. But he can write you, it's not a prescription, it's just like a doctor's letter, no big deal. They call it something, I don't even know, but that's good enough to fill a prescription and bring it over to someplace like Siam Pharmacy. I bought, I want to say, a year's worth of statin, and I saved $20 or $25 filling it here instead of the hospital. Now in this little plaza, just down the way, we're gonna find Billy's Smokehouse. That's where I'm heading today, and right next door is some pretty good Mexican food, La Monita. And here's a place, Madame or Madame Samtam. I'm assuming it's a Samtam place. I'll have to take Boone there. That's probably her go-to meal. As she sometimes teases me for my Farang food, I have to remind her that she probably has Samtam 3 times a week. Barbecue spot on the left. It looks like they're having a 4th of July party. So I don't know if it's an embassy thing or a company party, but surprise, I'm not the first person to head for American barbecue on the 4th of July. There you go. I'm going to mix into the chaos. I appreciate you walking along. That's the La Monita Taqueria right there on the right. I appreciate you following along with me today, and there will be more videos to come. We'll see you later.